Hey guys, this is Gowden. So right now we have done our thing. We have prepared the nDisplay config and decided to export it from the previous project to this new project. And right now what we're gonna do is continue from where we left off, except we have a better scene than that little sky thingy that we had in the first tutorial. So let's continue. Okay, so we are in a great place. We have our thing, our thing. And if you want, you can group this as well. I just decided not to for this particular one, but you can group it. You can put it in a group as well, because I can always move it to the side or whatever. So we have this thing going. Let's just make sure that it's flat on the ground. It actually is. And let's just make sure that there is no crazy rotations out here. Okay, go ahead and move the camera just to make sure the camera tracking information is going. Okay, let's go ahead and set up the live link so that it goes into our render PC. That's where the things start getting. Okay, so I am going to open my tight VNC and I am going to connect it to that. Okay, that is 5.1 and port is 8003. Let's go get it. Let's go open a live link. File virtual production live link, and we're gonna delete this guy and create a new one. We're gonna call it render. Same but different. Okay, add that, and this is 8003, and save. Then save this as a preset. st render. Save that. It won't show green because it's a different PC altogether. So save that, then go to your project settings. I just like my nDisplay level to be the default. By the way, did we say always loaded? Always loaded. Okay, and maps nDisplay. nDisplay level. How many nDisplay levels do I have in here? Out of curiosity. Did I accidentally create several? Multiple? Did I? We're gonna call this nDisplay level something. Just let's call it virtual production shoot VP shoot level. That way we don't fuck it up. Okay, project settings, games and mode, VP shoot level. That's about right. Okay, now we're good. Now we're staying organized and consistent. Kinda. Okay, so let us go into, we're not done with the project settings. Going all the way to the bottom, go to live link and add our render node, because when it fires up on the render node, this has to come in effect. It has to pick which one of the live link is going to work with on the camera. So right now we've specified it will work with the star tracker render live link. All right, we're good with that one. Just save. Here's where the things start getting tricky. So make sure both computers are connected via your network. And let us go to, let's make sure we can see it, and we can see the render node right here. Let's open our class 2 show and folder. Class 2. We're gonna just copy the whole folder, copy, then navigate to our render node, our render PC, Unreal Engine, out of content creation. We're just gonna paste it right here, manually paste it. I've been playing with Blockhead AI as well, but it ain't ready yet, or it wasn't as fun. While this is going, we know where it's at. So now let's go ahead and set up our nDisplay. nDisplay, not nDisplay, sorry, our switchboard. So launch switchboard on login, make sure that is done, and make sure this is the right 152. Yep, launch switchboard listener. Switchboard listener is going, and launch switchboard. Okay, new configuration, we're good on that. So we're gonna set up our nDisplay. We're gonna populate this nDisplay. Okay, so it's our render node right here. Then we are going to create, we're going to pick what level, and I think we called this level VP something, VP level shoot. All right, then let's go into our settings. Let's make sure a couple of things are on. Let's make sure that we have told it where the engine directory is at. Make sure this is correct. So let's go, usually you have your engine directory saved on somewhere on your desktop somewhere, or in a file somewhere. So let me just make sure that one is correct on my end. So go to this path right here. Go to this path right here on your render node to make sure that's where your engine directory is really at. I know my engine directory is in, let's see, so it's in C program Epic Games UE52. Yep, That's where it's at. That's where it's in. It's in that folder. I know it's in that folder because I fixed it. It was in the wrong folder before. And UE project path. So right now it says D. Basically your render PC is supposed to be like a match of your editor PC, but since ours is not, we just have to make sure that we, you know, redirect it. So I'm going to find out where I'm putting my project. In here, my project is in this path right here. So let me, that's my project path. So now we're gonna go to D. My project path on my render PC is in E, so it's a little different. E, UE projects, UE projects, AOCC, class and class project. All right, that's where it's that's where my project is. So I'm just gonna copy this just so I know that. Okay, cool, we good on that. Now let's close this and set up our editor PC so it fires up when this one fires up. So we're gonna call it that way our editor PC can join the multi-user session. Okay. Okay. The other thing we're gonna have to do is pick where the project file is on this computer. So we're gonna browse, because we want to make sure that both computers have the same file, project file. We have to make sure that both computers have the same project file. So I'm gonna find my project. I think I've got it's in thing. That should go into this. So right now I know that everything is correct except for the last few. The path is correct except for this. This is class 2. Class underscore 2. Class underscore 2. So now we can compare the two. Right now it says there's a bunch of stuff is not correct, whatever. Let's just go ahead and mirror. Now it's going to synchronize to make sure that you have the same project file, same everything on both computers. So remember, I know I did it a little bit quicker on this. This is where my project file is on this computer. I don't need to put the /. Oh my Jesus. Let me stop this. // compare and synchronize. I don't want to add. Okay, so basically I'm getting the file from the D drive Zulu learning class. That's the project file, class 2. Then I'm sending it to here. I'm making sure that it's the same project file as that path. Okay, but except for this side where it's going, it needs to go all the way down to the project file. Okay, you see it has to go class -2. This is where it ends on this side, but we also have to go all the way to class _2.ue project. Okay, so let's just make sure everything is correct. It's going. Alright, so just make sure that Switchboard listener is fired up on both your editor and your render. Otherwise it won't work. Make sure your Switchboard listener is going on both computers, and make sure it's the right version of Switchboard listener. In this case it's 5.2, and I've got 5.2 on both computers. Alright, so on your render PC, nothing else should be going on except for your listener. Alright, now I'm gonna save this. Save on both. Close that. This is a little too busy. Alright, close this and compare. After saving, I guess create some files. I'm gonna mirror that. Okay, we are in a great place. So now we are going to connect both nodes and send that over. Remember, we entering a multi-user session, so that's why I'm starting my scene here from the switchboard. That way things can be in a multi-user session. It's working correctly. Let's go ahead and push this over to the other side, to the render PC. Remember, I have both my PC and render node open, so basically they are in a multi-user session. Okay, both my render node and my PC are in a multi-user session. They're working together. So right now everything has started, everything has fired up. Let's go ahead and move the camera. So you can see that the frustum is moving on my render node. We are in a great place. So I'm just going to minimize the switchboard. Basically whatever happens here happens on the other PC. So if we move this guy, you see that? So now we can go ahead and build the scene out if we want. If we want these boxes brought closer, we can bring them in closer. Then the director will be like, no, we don't, it's too close. I want it to be a bit further out. Then I'll put it further out right there. Multi-user session, powerful. And if the director wants this container closer, I can just bring it closer as well. Put a container there. Okay, we're good. All right, it is done. Okay, that's how you set up a switch. This shit is fun, man. Once you start doing this, man, this thing becomes so much fun. I'm in New York, by the way, so maybe we should start doing a class, in-person class. Shit. Okay, this is fun. If we want that tractor, we can bring it in too. Okay, we can bring that tractor in as well. I mean, we can do whatever. Let's undo this so that we don't mess up the scene too much. Now guys, here is where the fun starts. Now that this boring ass class is out of the way, we're gonna go in and create some crazy shit, man. We're gonna create some real crazy stuff. I hope you enjoyed your class. Make sure you subscribe. God damn it. Subscribe and put your alerts. I'll be creating some classes as often as possible, you know, to get back to 2011 like we used to. Let's get it. All right, bye.